You stand over there in the corner, turn into the wall, and stay there for the next hour.
How do I sound? That'd be a great picture of just me standing in the corner.
Like Blair Witch Project.
Yeah. We've never seen that.
Oh my god!
I haven't seen it now.
We'll do that for the photo, and I'll do a gray filter, black and white filter.
People are gonna think that's our.
Here, do it right now.
Episode.
We'll just do it right now.
Okay.
No, I think that should be the thing. We make stupid reference to.
That's a great idea.
Yes, I know. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Art. Might be a little blurry.
Blurry?
That's okay.
It should be.
It takes like 3 seconds to reshoot. I didn't really have to try that much. Stupid! Oh my god. Oh Jesus!
And there's the duct tape, too. I guess it'll be square in Instagram.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, we can take it like from farther away with both of you in the picture, right?
No, I think that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't all have to. We've been in one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just do.
Okay.
We don't need to have our shit all over our. I don't care.
Well,
We don't know their shit on.
We have one shit on our shit. I'll probably crop it and do a lefty.
I've been recording for a while.
Good.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
you mean? Oh, okay. This is no longer
Can I
a
hear
test.
some playback?
Sure.
Can we do that? Is it weird?
Start
Just like going and don't even.
All right. So this ravine has a road down the middle, and his address is on the road that is in the middle of the ravine. But you can't get to it from that road. Like that house is actually up high on a hill.
Because he hasn't taught Bulbasaur cut yet, so he can't cut through the bush.
Yeah. So to get to it, you have to take like some unnamed alleys to the back door of this house. It's the only way to get there.
Nice.
Ravine.
And ravine.
See also embankment.
Well, a ravine has two sides.
See also a fucking ditch, man.
Yeah.
A ravine is just a giant
It's
ditch.
a really big ditch. Usually there's a stream down it.
Is there a stream going right to their house?
There's a stream that
You know what
follows the
also
ravine.
is going down a ditch is a stream usually.
Yeah.
So it's a fucking ditch.
Is the Grand Canyon
It's
ravine?
a really big ditch.
A canyon's a canyon.
A canyon's a canyon's a canyon, am I right?
But a ravine
Oh.
is just a ditch. It's a
No.
big ditch. Life's a ditch.
No, it's not. Life's a ravine.
Dig it.
Dig it. But what is a ravine, though? I still need to know what the ravine is.
I think a ravine probably refers to the way it's formed. Maybe by glacial deposits.
Or ravens.
It's The Revenant. You watch the movie The Revenant a bunch of times and then you create...
And you
An
get
emotional
lost
ravine.
in the ravine.
It's the hair club for ravines. Hair club for ditches.
A hole.
It's the ditch. Hair club for movies.
Okay.
Alright, okay.
All right.
Alright, it's the Hair Club for movies.
I'm Drewby.
I was going to say my name first.
He's Andrew, and that's Michael.
I can't say it first now.
Drew, what movie did you pick this week?
I didn't pick a movie.
I was
Somebody else picked a movie.
I was going to say my name first. Fine.
Well, you're too quick. I mean, I was too quick, and you were too slow.
I picked Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events
Ugh.
to watch. And Drew didn't like it. He
No.
hates Drew Carey, actually.
No, that's true.
Drew Carey, god damn it. Fuck.
Well, most people don't know that they're actually brothers.
That's true. They're brothers, and also Drew Carey is Jim Carrey's biological father.
Yeah.
Also,
Drew B. Carey.
Drew B. Carey.
Yeah.
And somehow he's younger. You know?
Yeah, it's I think there's a time travel or like maybe parallel dimension situation.
Yeah.
And a absorbed fetus element to the story as well. Yeah.
Well, that's why Drew Carey got so fat, and then he lost all that weight.
Yeah.
Took him years.
Jim
but
Carrey.
it's
Because
not
really,
weight.
Jim Carrey is only 4 years old, and
Right, he just came
traveled
out
back in time.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. He
No
came
problem.
out like Trunks from Dragon Ball Z,
Like a
or
Jim where he
Cable.
actually
Cable, which is actually
was just an
Scott
amoeba.
Summers. son
that like
but he's
sort of
older than him.
disconnected from Drew Carey and then slowly grew into Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it's like
rapidly,
reverse osmosis.
rapidly, like super,
Whatever that is.
Yeah. He doesn't. He has low bone density though. So
Well, Drew Carey
The
had all
magical
those.
world of plastic.
Drew Carey had all those improv powers, so that's how Jim Carrey got him.
So my first note is Jude Law.
Yep.
Yep.
Jude
Do
Law.
you want to know what my first note is?
Yes.
Do you really like fucking British accents? Because every movie,
I don't think you've picked a non-British accent.
think
movie.
about it.
Oh God, you're right. No,
Wait.
Chinatown.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Chinatown.
old timey.
Well, okay, wait a minute. No.
Hey,
like,
what are you doing here,
fucking
pal?
Kingdom of Heaven wasn't British.
Oh, they were Brits.
They were
They
French.
were Brits.
They were French.
Yeah, but
They weren't fucking
Did they
American.
speak French the entire movie?
There was supposed to be. First of all, Liam Neeson had no accent. He is just the Liam Neeson accent.
Oh, so that is an accent.
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Broom.
I can't fucking
Orlando
talk.
Bruno Mars
I can't talk.
did a great job in the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, he did. That was that was a pretty good halftime show, actually.
I guess
I'm not kidding.
it was like Bruno Mars, Beyonce,
Yeah.
and fucking Coldplay.
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
You
I liked
probably
it.
love Coldplay.
Yeah.
I liked Coldplay in high school.
Oh God! It's like they're
I did.
fine. They're
I did.
fine. They exist, but like, did they really? They're the ones that needed to be on there.
They're popular.
Yeah.
Coldplay's not as popular as they used to be.
No, they're not.
By
But I
any
mean,
means.
I think
That's what
that
they do with Super Bowl.
they were doing.
It's like just have
Wasn't
Beyonce.
Missy Elliott on there like 2
Missy
years
Elliott
ago?
was awesome, actually.
Yeah, I think it was
loved
like
her
Katy
bands.
Perry and Missy Elliott
Yeah.
and somebody else.
So they pick like one current and then one that's like
Yeah, like a
But yeah,
throwback.
Missy Elliott though, not fucking Coldplay. Those two are not the same.
No, they're not. But
One's great,
they
they're
evened
one's
out.
They're all
Shit.
British, isn't Missy
That's
Elliott?
true.
Yeah.
They,
Well, Missy is shortened for she's like a
Missandrilla.
yep. It's like a knight, but for a
Miss
woman. A miss.
Missy is short for Mister.
No, it's short for misdemeanor.
Mr.
'cause
Elliott.
She's got a lot of crimes
Missy?
that she's committed.
Oh,
Missy misdemeanor.
or
Elliott.
did she miss a lot of school?
Did
She missy a lot of class?
Okay. Anyways,
Okay, my actual first
British
note was,
accents.
I noticed like in the beginning of the movie, Jude Law is like in this huge like what looks like a
Clock
clock
tower.
tower.
Yeah.
I said, is this a connection to Hugo? Like, or not? Because for some reason,
There's just a lot of clocks.
I've never
but
seen.
you never seen Hugo?
No.
Okay, well in
I've seen the
Hugo,
cover,
Jude
and
Law
he's
is
hanging
like
off of the thing.
Hugo's father, and he's like a watchmaker, and they basically live in a fucking clock tower. It's like the exact room.
But
almost.
this is a series of books, and it's
Yeah, I don't know.
based on that.
I know it's a huge coincidence. I just
You know how many people have lived in clock towers? The motherfucking Hunchback of Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. Right? Clock tower? Bell tower.
bell tower.
Yeah,
Still a
there's-
tower.
I was thinking
Huge
it in my head.
difference.
And I was like,
Still tower.
There's no fucking.
People
but
There's
live
no
in
clock.
towers.
But there's no clock.
People brood in towers.
Yeah.
That's what people do in towers, and everybody knows it.
And
Yeah.
people breathe
Lighthouses.
in April showers.
Bell towers.
April showers bring clock towers.
The bell. In,
princesses.
Yeah.
the bell curve.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So did you like this
The
movie?
bell jar.
I loved this movie.
Oh.
I loved this movie.
I used to love
I
this
give it a
movie.
dream.
I've seen this movie. This is probably the sixth or
Sixth.
seventh time I've seen this movie.
Okay.
I used to own it.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was. I was like psyched on it when it first came out because I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
and I think the sets are fucking amazing.
By far the best part
Like
is Jim Carrey.
by far the best part is the sets, especially
Really?
when they're outside. Yeah, that shit's like that's painted.
Well, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I still think Jim Carrey's
Well,
the
yes,
attraction.
Jim Carrey for sure.
Yeah.
But now, like, if you watch the DVD, there's like behind the scenes stuff about Jim Carrey, like not like finding his character on the day and like test
Yeah.
footage of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that kind of shit,
Oh, yeah.
especially when it's him.
Yeah.
Like when he's doing character shit.
You can see it happening.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
And but now watching it, it's just like cameo masturbation and like those
Yeah.
kids are not very good actors.
No, the
There's
kids aren't
a
that
lot
good.
of
Kids aren't that
wasted
good.
great actors. Like
Yeah,
Dustin
there are.
Hoffman's
Dustin
in
Hoffman.
one scene at
And
the
he's
very
like
end.
probably
Yeah.
one of the best parts of the movie is
Yeah.
because he's in it. Craig Ferguson.
I was about to say that at the very end when he's giving away. Fuck.
Well, he's part
It's
of
not
the
fine,
acting troupe.
He's part of the troupe. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I saw. I noticed it when it was just him and her. Like he was giving away the bride. at the
Shitload of
wedding.
people. Everybody in
And
his
he's
troupe.
like half man, half woman. I was like, that's fucking Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
He sort of just blends in the background. And, like when
It's
he's in
just
the
kind of
troupe.
one of those movies where it's like, this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens.
Yeah.
and it
It's a
doesn't.
series of unfortunate.
Yeah,
events.
but like, sure. I mean, they give it to you in the title.
But is that a
like,
good movie?
You really didn't like the movie?
I don't think it's that good.
You don't think it's a good movie?
I'm gonna rate this a Michael.
Oh,
Really?
Hardline Michael.
Hard Michael.
That's interesting. Was it like you just weren't feeling the humor? You just didn't care about the story?
I didn't like the story. I didn't like.
Well,
I mean, I didn't like.
we have to keep in mind
Really?
too. This is a kids movie. This
Yeah,
is probably
it
for like
clearly is.
I like
12-year-olds.
kids movies though.
Yeah, I think for a kids movie, it's fucking dark as fuck.
Yeah,
It
for a
is.
kids
It obviously
movie.
is.
And I love that. If I were a kid, I'd be like, oh,
That's
fuck.
what I know. That's one of the reasons I like this
So-
movie. It stands out. It's not like a kid. It's a movie about kids for kids, but it's not like pandering
Sure.
or being. It's not pulling punches. It's actually introducing a lot of dark. Fucking themes.
And it's not like grotesque,
But
necessarily.
not really. I
It's
mean,
tasteful.
they talk about like the kids' parents dying, but there's not like a single scene of real mourning or anything. The kids are just like
They're just flat the whole time.
There's not.
My
That's not
parents are
true.
dead.
That's
Yeah,
not
they're
true.
fucking emo kids.
Yeah,
She's
they're
got
not-
a Hot Topic dress on.
I know that's the fault of the actors. I don't think that's the
But
story.
in the writing, yeah.
And that girl
writing.
didn't grow up to be a very good actress her whole life. You know?
Didn't I looked up what these kids
Sucker
have done.
Punch
Yeah.
and
Sucker Punch.
that fucking what's that movie Sleeping Beauty? That movie's just porn basically.
Sleeping
It's
Beauty,
not a
what?
good movie. She's like a
That came out.
no,
There's a
it's,
Sleeping
it's
Beauty
not
movie?
about Sleeping Beauty. It's
Oh.
about like a group of people. They're like prostitutes, but then they go to sleep or something. And, like, I can't remember because it was just shit. They go
they
to
have a
sleep,
dream
and I
about
think they
another
go
movie?
unconscious, and then like people have sex with them or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
and it's
dark.
her. She's like it's
okay.
not a good, not hair. What's the opposite of a hair plug? Hair pull,
A hair.
Hair
Pulling
pull,
hairs.
splitting hairs. We already
splitting hairs.
decided that was something
No,
else.
it's
that was-
Splitting hairs is the
it's
entire
a shave.
podcast.
It's a
It's a
shave.
shave.
A close shave.
Close shave. No.
No.
Anyway,
That doesn't work.
acting is shit. Children can't act. Fucking quit casting children in movies.
Well, at least they didn't really cast a baby. They
I
just
liked
used
the baby.
CGI the whole fucking
Yeah,
time.
that was weird.
What?
The
No,
whole
they
the
didn't.
CGI baby.
They did it when the baby was doing something that it can't do.
I
Obviously,
didn't
I
like
like.
wrestling with the snake.
I was fine with it.
it was okay.
I like that part with the snake.
I think they just held the shots a little too long. If
Yeah.
you were to show like a clip, it'd be like, oh shit. But if you just showed those kinds of shots for a little too long,
Yeah.
it kind of ruins it.
the
You know what I'm
baby
saying?
was a good actor. It was a good actor.
Sure. You know how I wonder how many takes each single shot of fucking
who
talent,
did a-
talentless
not-
baby.
it's
you
not like-
fucking talentless
They didn't
baby.
be like,
You know,
I need
there
to do
was
it this way.
actually
This
Learn
way.
to
twins.
fucking talk.
Did you know it was twins?
It has to be.
It
most
always
time.
has to be. What kind of information is that? Everyone knows that.
Well, not every time.
I didn't know that.
Not
You know
every
these-
time. No, every time.
Did you know Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen are twins, and they played one girl on Full House?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Same with the Weasley
Yeah.
brothers in Harry Potter. Did you know that's just one person?
Yeah, that's one person.
Well, that's the opposite.
It's like in
That's
But
a
I
better
bet it blew
movie.
your mind though because there's two of them on
Arnold
screen.
Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito are actually brothers.
Don't get defensive because you
Spoiler.
picked the
I
bad
picked a good one. I
You
picked a
picked
good
the
one.
stinker.
Yeah, this was out of left field. This is kind of a weird.
I like this
weird
movie.
pick.
It's not a weird pick. It's because I like the movie. I picked it.
I
Now,
understand.
my favorite guest
You better
spot was
understand.
probably that duck. Did you guys recognize
The
that?
Aflac
that
duck.
was motherfucking.
I wrote
Gilbert
that.
Gottfried.
How the hell did they get him to talk?
The duck. Well, he's a magical duck.
They pull out a feather.
It's the same voice actor, I'm pretty sure, though.
It's Gilbert Gottfried.
It's the duck.
Oh, Gottfried.
I never knew that was the
Godfrey from the Sprite commercials.
God damn it.
Okay, my first note is Uncle Monty,
Yeah.
and he works with snakes.
Yeah.
That's clearly a reference, isn't it, to Monty Python?
I think
Monty
so.
Python.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
I got it confused when we talked in the last one. I thought that it was James. No, not James. One of the dudes from Monty Python. I thought that's who
Oh, you
played
thought it was
him.
John
No, I
Cleese.
actually thought that.
John Cleese. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. And I
It's
looked it
not,
up. What's the guy's name?
I don't know.
Billy.
Yeah.
Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, great fucking comedian.
Yeah.
British comedian.
Yeah.
The dad from Boondock Saints.
I love Bill.
Spoiler.
Bill Connolly.
Hell yeah.
Spoiler.
Oh yeah, there's a part in this movie that was in IMDb's factoid list or whatever, where Jim Carrey is talking to the kids and he's like, "Oh, your parents are dead. How very very awful." And then he's like, "Wait, let me do that again."
Yeah.
And then he says, "Give me the line again quickly while it's still fresh in my mind." That's him just actually wanting to do it over again, but they just
Oh.
kept rolling because it kind of fitted
Nice. I love
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I love finding that kind of shit out.
Yeah.
Like in fucking Django, where Leonardo DiCaprio cuts himself, and like that was like real.
Oh
He
yeah,
just
that was
kept
that
going
was
with it.
That's awesome.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then fucking
Because most actors would be like, "Oh, dude, my hand! Like, let's fucking cut this out right now."
there's so
They
many
just
of
kept
those.
going. I think we've talked about that before, but that's a very standout for me, where he fucking smash. I forget how he does it. Does he smash his hand on a glass, or does he just so happen to like put his hand on the table with a glass?
I don't remember. I can see the scene, but I don't remember how.
I remember he
it
smashes the
seemed like
hammer
a
down.
Pretty violent act.
And something breaks for sure.
Maybe he like smashed
after the
his
hammer,
hand
but I
on
think
the
maybe
glass.
he like smacked his hand on the
Doesn't matter.
table with broken glass.
He's a cool guy. Right?
Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite.
I have no
turtle.
complaints.
Have I talked about like how his name would be extremely fucking pretentious if he wasn't as good as he was? Like if
Yeah.
he was like a bad actor, but his name was still Leonardo.
If you it's
a very
if you
pretentious
ever
name
meet
to
anyone
have.
that's named Leonardo that's not Italian, like from Italy,
Yeah,
fuck them.
yeah. But they have
Even Leo, that's kind of like
Leo is okay.
What about
I-
Leon, though, is like a cool... He knows how to relax.
Leon.
Yeah.
Leon. I think he's like the
He
He's
knows
like
how to
a-
relax. Who are you picturing?
a lowly line cook at like a shitty burger joint, like
What's-
an old black man.
What's Leon look like to you?
He's got a bit of a pot belly. He wears dirty,
Dirty clothes?
white beater T-shirts, you know?
Like
And-
not dirty, but like they just had him so long that
They're
kinda
weathered.
yellowy.
Yeah,
They're
and
warm.
in cargo shorts, his pockets are always full, and he wears flip flops
Full of what?
year round.
Full of knowledge.
You know,
He has one.
dank weed.
He only has one pair of pants in
keeps them in his
there. They're
cargo
cargo
pockets.
pants, and in the
Oh
winter
my
he wears.
God.
He zips them up, and in the summer,
Yeah.
shorts.
Goddamn.
He's always prepared with pockets.
I don't know.
Colin,
If he,
that's
I don't know
what-
if he
Every
can really
time,
relax.
every time he comes over, he needs to borrow a charger to plug his.
I have
Doesn't sound like a guy who knows true.
I always think about like how if people are named, how like their names kind of pave the rest of their life. You know what I mean? Like you could be named something, and I feel like it's like you get a stamp,
Yeah.
and it's like this is who you are now.
There's a documentary about that, about like if names really affect behavior
Yeah,
or
Shakespeare was wrong.
expectations.
Shakespeare was fucking wrong.
What did Shakespeare say about it?
Something about what's in the name and roses.
But the
I think he
documentary
was actually his point was that the rose was a beautiful term and that it represented the flower.
No, he's saying the what's in a name. Fuck it.
yeah. No, he's
A roses still smell pretty fucking good.
he. I think Shakespeare.
And then
was right,
Outkast
actually.
wrote a song about it.
Because the documentary like gives you examples of like different names, popular in different eras, and like what each name, like they just give you different examples of people with the same name living completely different lives, and the name doesn't really.
We all have fairly ordinary names, except yours is like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like my name is pretty fucking coincidental.
Really?
My name's Drew, and I've drawn my whole life. And there's no way. Well, but it's one of those things. Like, did that in any way? That must have perpetuated it in some way. You know what I'm saying?
That's a little superstitious.
Well, that could also
I
be.
believe
that
in some shit like
is
that.
your mom an artistic person?
Oh, it's in my family, and they're like hippy dippy a little.
Maybe she just was like, I hope this guy's
Well-
going to be an artist, and
Yeah.
we'll name him Drew.
But how many fucking artists are named Drew? That's like it doesn't make
I don't
sense.
know.
Not
Name
many.
one.
Just because
Drew
it kind of
Struzan.
sounds like
Normal,
draw
because
doesn't mean
your
anything.
name isn't.
It's
Andrew.
the past tense. Your
Drew.
name's Andrew,
I know.
and you're fucking an artist as well.
I know, but that's not the reason.
I mean, I know. Obviously, people are gonna whatever, but it's just.
Yeah.
It's
It's just
like-
a coincidence.
it's-
It's magic.
If he was
Yeah.
named Will Draw, he would die before he
Will
ever drew
Draw.
anything.
Will draw.
And now I'm just destined to like never make it. And I used to draw.
Yeah.
Because he drew.
It's all behind you.
Yeah, how is? Yep. Goddamn right it is.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking has been. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like
I see.
you could have a fucked up name. Like
Well, don't get me wrong. You could be named something that will make it fucking impossible for you to
Yeah.
get hired to places. Like, say you're named Ass Liquor or something. Someone could be
who
named
would
that.
name someone?
I'm
ass
just
liquor?
saying it's legal to name someone that. So
I don't know. If
I think that's
true.
like child abuse at this point.
you don't think that's true?
You have to get them approved. For
Yeah,
sure.
it goes through some hoops.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make up
Not
words.
really.
If it's completely
It's
made up,
the only
it's more-
hoop it goes through is the doctor with the birth certificates, like, what's his name? And you're just going to be like, write this down.
I mean,
how do you spell that?
Fucking George
Spell
Foreman
like this,
named all of his sons George Foreman, so...
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, there's no limit on when you can name someone. You can name someone like Barack Obama. That's their first name.
I know that in one of
you
the...
get one word.
Yeah, one word.
X, 2 X's on either.
Yeah, but that's not like openly offensive.
It's like a gamer
not
tag.
like...
Yeah, like MySpace name.
Oh my god, that's going to start happening. People are going to start...
Oh, straight up.
naming
When do you
their
think people will
kids
start being
gamer
named
tags.
emojis?
Oh god.
Like Prince. Prince could actually spell his name nowadays.
Yeah.
That's true.
Before he changed it back to Prince.
Oh god.
When do you think people will ever be named a symbol?
Yeah.
We'll get that hip.
I don't know.
Like quit naming our babies
I think
Apple and
it's Iceland
shit.
or something. They have a list of approved names
Yeah.
that they have to choose from.
I'm
And,
okay
like,
with that.
That's a little like fascist.
If it's a long list, then who cares?
But they have like weird naming traditions. I don't think they have last names either, so you're always named like Georgeson or something. Mm-hmm. Like after
They have-
your father.
Because fucking Vikings. Oh right,
Switzerland.
it's a combination of son or there's a female version of your father's first name. Yeah,
yeah. It's really
strange.
Cool. Well, I mean, it's more
Formal.
Connected.
Yeah, it's like
that
just
way.
it's just a designation.
Yeah, yeah.
And here it's
Because of like who you actually are. Like you are this person's son.
Yeah.
And this person's daughter.
In America,
This is
you
who
were
you
like
are.
just a bunch of pot smoking hippies. That
I know, and we get real creative with last names. Now people will just like if they get married, they'll just make up a new one.
hyphenates.
That doesn't make sense to me. I thought about that. Like, oh, maybe you just combine them, but then, like,
Make up a whole new one.
yeah, I don't know.
Make an anagram out of both of your last names.
It's just weird to have
That'd
to
be
come
cool.
at like legally. You just appear, like on
Yeah.
documents. Like all of a sudden you're this person. It's
Well-
weird to me.
Hey, land of the free, bitch. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
And the home of the brave enough
Land
to
of the
name
free bitches.
free bitches. Hey, listen, women can vote. You know.
Yeah.
They can if they want to. Mm-hmm. If they want to, but they never want to. Let's be real.
Who wants
Girls
to?
don't want to vote.
Oh.
I don't know why I said that.
Wow.
Well,
And what does that even mean?
We lost our fucking
That's another
all of our
group.
female
That's
audience.
girls,
another group.
but girls don't want to vote because they just want to sit at home and paint
Girls
their
just want to
nails.
have fun. Oh my
I
god.
don't want to be a part of this conversation.
Do they vote on the form with nail polish or lipstick?
That's
Woo!
true. If you're a woman and you walk into a voting booth, they just hand you Lisa Frank stickers, and you put like a polka dot, purple and green tiger. On
I don't know
your
what that.
pick.
What's Lisa Frank stickers?
I don't know. I
Lisa
just
Frank?
sound-
You know, like they're on
Lisa
the
Franklin?
No, Lisa Frank. She was she made like all those notebooks and trapper keepers with like the fluorescent and purple and green.
So she was like
Tigers.
the designer behind these things
It was a
from the
brand.
90s? Oh.
It was a brand. You've seen it. It's got like glowing
I bet.
dolphins, and every girl had their
Yeah.
the Lisa Frank trapper keeper and
Yeah,
shit.
okay.
You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
talking
I
about.
did too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've just been lying this whole time.
I was just quizzing you because my whole house is wallpapered in Lisa Frank.
The ceiling of my bedroom has stars and unicorns.
That's-
and gumdrops.
I mean, that sounds badass.
Cool.
Unicorns are the #1 best animal ever. We all know that.
That's why they're extinct.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They were too good.
They were
They're too
just
good.
too good for this world.
Because that's how you make cocaine is you grind a unicorn's horn.
Yeah.
And then you sniff it off of a mermaid's.
No, mermaids don't exist, dude.
Don't be an idiot.
You kill a narwhal. The traditional way
I
is
saw a mermaid.
you grind a unicorn's horn,
saw
and then
a
you
mermaid.
kill a narwhal because they are bitches, and you use their horn, hollow it out, use it as a straw.
No, you
Suck
use it
that
as
shit
a
up.
crack pipe.
Well, you could
And
you
a
could-
flute.
This whole
as long
thing's
as you
getting a bit convoluted.
A crack
Yeah.
pipe and flute. You smoke out of it, and then you play the smoke back out of it, and it
So-
the music
So what
Speaking
turns
of
the
What
smoke.
movie did we watch?
Speaking of crack pipes, I would like
We'll just start it
to
over. Let's
talk
start it
about
over.
my favorite quote from Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. I can't fucking believe that this was in this movie.
intrude.
There is a scene where they meet Captain Sham,
Yeah.
and he's trying to steal their aunt or whoever she is away.
Yeah,
the first
Meryl
time.
Streep.
Yeah.
And he's talking to her and trying to seduce her, and he says, I can flip it up and rub it down too, but that's entirely up to you.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
He's talking about laying some pipe into
Yeah.
into Meryl Streep.
Wow.
He says it so fast though, and with the accent.
Yeah, and I
think they're
don't
just
think
like-
I ever caught it before this time.
I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
up
wow,
and
that's
rub it
some
down.
serious fucking, that's
Innuendo.
some serious shit.
Yeah.
And then, can you imagine like watching that with your kid, or like you being the kid and watching it with your parents?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Well, or it goes over the parents'
that's
head.
just sailor
lingo.
I feel like that's
yeah.
that's like in a Ludacris song. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of
holy fuck.
Anyway, yeah. That's always my favorite quotes are the gross sexual innuendos I've noticed.
Go figure.
If you look, well, yeah, big surprise.
Yeah.
The last one on Dune was, I want to spit once upon your face. Just some spittle.
I want to
What a
spit once
luxury.
upon your face. That is the worst.
Oh my god. Spitting is fine, but not from that guy.
Not from when he's like waxing poetically, like too, like ugh.
Yeah,
He's
gross.
like, I want to just spit once upon your face.
Just some spittle.
What a luxury, and then he like boops her nose, and then
Yeah, fucking gross. Another fucking note I have is lots of pulleys. There are so many pulleys.
Yeah. Pulleys? What do you
Pulleys, like a chain and a pulley, like. System.
Oh, you mean like someone just using a pulley?
Yes, there's one.
I guess you're right.
There's
when
one,
they open the big window.
Yeah. And then there's one where at the end where he's they have the baby in a cage on a pulley.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's at least
one
or
when
two
Jim
more.
Carrey is lowered using a pulley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the only technology they have in this
Mechanical
universe.
advantage.
Was there a pulley revealing the super horrible snake? Or the extremely...
I feel like there was also a curtain too or something.
Yeah.
But that's something that
It's a weird observation.
That's one. Well, it's weird because it's a lot of shots.
No, I know what
Yeah.
you mean. Like,
but that was
never noticed
the thing that I
Maybe that's supposed to imply something.
they pull on stuff. I don't know.
yeah.
But that fits in with like this is movies. The one reason I like this movie is because of the like art direction and like they put it in like its own universe and like the cars have those sweet fucking tape decks and like the weird mirrors.
Yeah.
It's
Jim
almost,
Carrey's car had like 7 rearview mirrors or something.
it's not steampunk, but it's almost like 50s if like the atomic bomb got dropped.
Yeah,
they would still have these weird.
Yeah.
It all looks like kind of like ships falling apart.
Yeah.
Like the army, like the world ended, and then you know.
And then something weird happened afterwards. Like, that's what it was.
I love that shit. So like the pulleys make sense because it's kind of
Nothing's mechanical.
shit's
Nothing's
like
electric.
patchwork stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That was I love that shit. Can make me like. I think that's why I liked this movie for so long.
Yeah.
Because the design of stuff distracted me from the fucking shitty storytelling.
It was good.
I didn't completely. It's just not that good a story. The acting's all terrible. This is the worst like Meryl Streep film I've ever seen.
If those kids were better, then this movie
Meryl
would
Streep did the worst job I've ever seen her do. I think Jim Carrey did a really good job. I think
he held it together. Oh, they're doing
a few of the other ones were.
It's a good movie.
I don't mean to attack you personally.
Billy Connolly
I just didn't
was
like
great.
the movie.
It doesn't. I mean, you just say like bad acting and bad storytelling. Like I need examples. I can't just like.
Meryl Streep's whole performance was terrible. Everything she
How
did
so though? Like
made me cringe.
I could say that for like I could say that for The Godfather. I'd be like,
but you'd be wrong.
Exactly. That's what you sound like to me. It just sounds like
I
you're
think
just
Go back
saying it
and watch
with no.
Meryl Streep with like a more critical eye, and I feel like
But
we'll
I
see
think
it too.
that
She's
in
not.
this
She's
movie-
phoning it in.
What?
She's just not doing a
I
great
think
job.
in this movie it's supposed to. It's like heightened and melodramatic on purpose too.
Yeah.
So like a lot of bad acting bad acting, in quotes.
There's supposed to be like
It's heightened.
a
It's a heightened
ridiculously
reality.
to the
yeah.
So
And
It
sure,
doesn't mean that she pulled it off.
sure.
Though.
I mean, I think that they didn't fucking need Meryl Streep
I
for
don't know
that
what to
role.
say. I don't know what to say.
Did you look at how many other movies this guy's directed?
He did what?
Almost nothing after this one. There's like one more.
What was anything before this?
Nothing important.
That's interesting. I wonder what.
Well, because
he wasn't
this
very
movie probably. I wonder what the budget on this
it's
movie
a
was.
good movie.
It probably didn't do very well. And
It did well. I mean, I remember in the movie theater. I don't know. Like,
Well, but I mean-
I should look up the numbers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it all comes down to that.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
they had such a budget.
But there's no way it did that bad to where a guy would never direct again. I'm sure he didn't direct for fucking some other reason.
He started doing TV movies
Okay.
after this,
Mm.
for the most
Well, I
part.
mean, he did a Nickelodeon movie, so maybe that's what he was
he's
suited
not
for.
directing the series,
No.
which I found out is not Jim Carrey. It's fucking Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, they're probably just doing a whole new.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure
I think this
to get
movie-
Jim Carrey to do a TV series that cost a fortune.
I mean, that's awesome. I think
think
Neil Patrick
Bones-
Harris is an awesome
yeah, I
fucking
love
pick.
him.
I think the bones of this like story are interesting. I'm sure the books are great books too.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they pulled it off.
I don't, and I seemed like they were trying to cram a lot of information into one.
Yeah, well, I think this is actually 3 books.
I wondered if because there's like 12 books or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I think they intended, obviously, probably to like make this at least a trilogy or something. Mm-hmm. But now, I mean, they waited too long. Now, now there's the series.
Well, of course they waited too long. This came out like
I'm excited for the series because
I think the series could be pretty good. What station is that on?
The Flicks.
Netflix,
okay. Your local Netflix station.
Hell yeah, I can't wait.
Did you guys notice the abundance of Christopher Guest regulars?
Yes.
As well? That's Catherine O'Hara, Jane Lynch, and they showed Jennifer Coolidge's face for like 1 second.
She's there. She's in a few scenes. She's at like the market, and then she's one of the people singing on the play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I just noticed this. Brian Silberling is directing the pilot of a series of unfortunate events.
Cool.
So,
cool. He's just the pilot, though.
That's what it says. He's announced to do 1 episode.
I think they only have 1 episode on IMDb, too, because it's not out yet. And I think
there's
probably
not
only
sure,
been a screener or whatever that's gone out.
Yeah.
There,
And
like seeing if it's going to get actually made.
No, it's getting made. But the only thing that exists right now is...
That's what I meant. Like, they made this to see if it got
Sure.
made, and it's already been approved. That's why it's got announced.
That's what a pilot is.
Yep. Steering the plane of the show into port.
You know what's better than pilot? Those airplane movies. Just wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I've seen airplanes.
What's his name? What's the guy's name? Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo. That's so fucking funny.
Lemony Snicket.
Yep.
Lemony Snicket. Yeah. Well, he sucks, and I hate all his movies.
Nielsen.
Nielsen.
What's his first name? Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. Yeah.
You know, like Naked Gun. 19 3/4 or whatever it is.
They were funny.
The best.
They were funny maybe one time each viewing, but like never again.
I own Airplane.
You do? Well, Airplane is obviously the most famous one.
Yeah.
I was just listening to...
that's the reason all of his other fucking movies got made is because that one was so popular, but...
Yeah. Well, he did stuff before that. I mean, anyway, you know.
Yeah.
But
of that genre and of that, like, ridiculous...
Yeah. They started that whole, like, National Lampoon and them started that, like, the farce. The true, like, crazy farce. You know, we wouldn't have a scary movie or those fucking Wayans brothers...
Without
movies.
Leslie Nielsen
Yeah,
movies,
straight up. I mean, it's just like, you know, goofy, what it was essentially like stoner comedy now.
I like
just farce.
The gags that are like in there. Like, there's some really funny gags, but I don't know why, like,
you
never...
just, like, can't buy into the whole...
Yeah. It's too...
It's just a series of silly shits, you know? I was just listening to the Nerdist podcast with Quentin Tarantino from, like, December or something just today. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how... Like, those are, like, the comedies that he really liked was The Airplane, just talking about all the gags and, like, how there's a gag, it's the main gag, and then there's something that happens in the background or, like, a reaction to the main thing that happens. Yeah. That's, like, very... I was thinking about that and it reminded me of, like, Looney Tunes. Mm-hmm. When, like, they'll throw something off screen and somebody will scream or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that.
I love background.
There's, like, a gag every half second.
Yeah. Just pack it in,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Drew, do you have to poop?
Oh, dude, thanks for bringing it up.
You mentioned that earlier.
You can see it on my face, I know, because I start sweating when I, like, really have to poop, and I was just trying to be polite, but
I just see something moving.
I think, it's my bowels.
Yeah.
So, I think some might have already leaked out, but we'll pick it up after
whatever.
this.
You can salvage what you can.
Thank you.
Salvage what you can.
Yeah.
Bring me back some, too.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Go poop. Okay.
Oh, we're all back. Okay.
Man, I'm sorry.
Well, we didn't all poop.
It was a little...
just Drew and we all watched.
It was a little painful. I'm gonna have to be honest.
Okay.
I think there might
we had
to
spot
blood.
Drew on the toilet.
What were you gonna say?
Okay, well, since it was just the Super Bowl, like, last Sunday...
It was just the Super Bowl because I had a shit in it. I don't know what that means.
The whole time I was watching with my friends, we were just sort of talking over it just because we didn't really care. But something that shut us all up, and we were all like, what the fuck is going on right now, was that baby puppy monkey commercial.
For the Mountain Dew Jolt?
Oh, I didn't. I only watched part of it. I was at the bar.
That's an all-time low for anything on TV.
Can we describe the commercial?
No, everyone should know what that is.
I do not.
You don't know what it is?
I didn't watch. I
okay.
like was
We'll
there.
watch it.
We'll watch
look
it. How about
after.
no?
Okay.
How about we'll drop it for now. We'll bring it back right before we leave. We have
No,
to.
that's don't whatever. Continue.
Moving along, it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life,
Okay.
and disturbing. I've never seen anything that disturbing on this.
It's a fusion of all of those things.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
It's
It's
disturbing.
sort of like
the
it
Man Bear
reminded me.
Pig?
Yeah, I thought of Man Bear Pig.
Yeah, from South Park.
But they do.
no, but
it's-
nothing like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the combination. It's 1, 2, 3.
I know.
yeah,
I know
but
what you mean.
Are they
And
saying if
it
you drink
was-
Mountain Dew, that's what you'll turn into? A fusion of all
No,
the things
it's
around
like
you?
their
It-
fucking.
it was-
mascot for this new
Okay.
Jumpstart.
It was devoid of any reason, of any like.
That's the way a lot of commercials are.
Yeah,
They're just
dude.
trying to like
That's
give you
true,
something
yeah.
memorable that'll be stuck in your head.
It's just random humor.
Yeah.
Old Spice. Well, Old Spice did it early on, but I mean, you know, that
It was weird.
We should do a commercial review podcast.
no.
Oh my god!
Nothing could be
Yes.
more boring
Yes.
than reviewing
No.
commercials.
Holy shit!
God.
That's a great idea.
No.
The thing is, it's hard to find commercials like when just like looking them up. It's hard to find a lot of them
Yeah, it's true.
like on their own.
Unless they're good and people want to.
Holy shit! That's a great idea.
I
fucking love
completely
that.
disagree.
Best
Well, that's why it's even
commercial
better idea because you hate it.
recommendations.
I give that idea to Andrew.
Well, good. Doesn't matter because this is a fucking democracy.
It's a
You lose.
commercial. Reviewing commercials, that's like reviewing wallpaper. Or
Great.
reviewing
Give me that
carpet.
podcast. Cool.
No.
It's soft.
Why do
Like
those all
walking-
Give me
sound
that
good to you?
podcast.
Some people care. Some people care.
Not enough.
Two out of 3 people care in this room.
No.
So on a broad scale, that's like
Yeah.
75% of everyone.
of the
That's not,
population.
that's not how percentages work.
Sure it is.
not 75. 2/3 is not 75%.
Yeah. If we had another quarter,
I want to like.
If we had another quarter,
I've got 2 quarters.
Seriously.
I've got 2 quarters and he's got 1 quarter. If you had a quarter, it'd be $1
why do you have 2 quarters?
Why do you have?
because it's 75. We both can't have 2
No wait.
quarters.
What's 2/3 of 100?
30. 230.
Well, it's
90.
33.
You know, it's funny. It's like exactly
Point.
230 right now.
Oh, that's why I
33.
said it because I looked at my watch.
2/3 of
So,
100 is 33 point something, right? 33 point.
No, 66.
Sure, man.
Points.
I don't.
Oh no, I meant one.
Yeah.
I
Don't
should
give
say
me
1/3.
lightning fast
Goddamn.
fucking math
That was
quiz.
not lightning fast.
I can't do fractions. Fuck that shit. If I can't do it in my head, I can't do it.
Can you do
back,
jumping jacks?
Back to Lemony
That's a good
Snicket.
point.
Back to Lemony
If you can do
Snicket.
jumping jacks, you can do fractions, my
So
friend.
Nickelodeon Films,
It's true.
Nickelodeon Films has made 28 movies since they released Harriet the Spy in 1996.
That was the first
Wow.
one.
Yeah. They
Harriet the
include Good Burger, which
Yeah,
I'll never
Great
forget.
one. Great one.
I had my dad take me to see that movie with a few of my friends for a birthday when
Nice.
that came out. And he, to this day, says it's the worst movie he's ever seen in his entire
Oh,
life.
he needs to see more movies. Then.
Yeah, he definitely needs to.
Because that's a fucking. That was one of my favorite
It was
movies.
good. It was
ever. And I was so hyped when I got it. All the
Yeah.
Nickelodeon movies.
Well, because it
were
already, I was
orange.
already all about
There's a
Good
few-
Burger, like on Nickelodeon.
Most of them I've not heard of. I mean,
Okay.
I said 28, and there's like 2 in production right now.
Really?
But also School of Rock. the
I remember
Richard
School of Rock
Linklater.
with
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
That's a great fucking
That was a
movie.
good one too.
Also Nacho Libre with Jack Black, and that's the director
one
of Napoleon Dynamite.
had
Yeah, what's his name?
that one's a
I could've-
little.
It's on the tip of my tongue. John Heat. No, John Heaton.
John Bonaparte.
Hess. Jordan Hess or something like that.
That might be right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Rango, that animated with Johnny Depp.
I never saw.
I've
it.
heard a lot of good things. I've still
My
never
my
seen that
favorite of them all is the Adventures of Tintin reboot that
Oh,
Steven Spielberg.
the fucking best. That was.
Why
a
didn't you
Nickelodeon?
pick that movie?
That was a
instead of
Nickelodeon
this
one?
Yeah,
I've
did
never
not-
seen that, but I remember seeing the
It's
animation.
great.
It was crazy.
Wow,
right?
that was Nickelodeon.
it's really good.
Oh, it was a fucking phenomenal. It was like Indiana Jones, but animated, and they did more like intricate stunts with the way they did motion capture.
yeah, it was really cool.
Didn't
Phenomenal.
Simon
Simon Pegg and
Yeah. Edgar Wright was a part of that too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Another Nickelodeon movie,
Behind the
motherfucking
scenes was
Rugrats
awesome.
in Paris,
Oh
bitch.
yeah, yeah,
Cannot forget it.
yeah. I'll pick Tintin eventually.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh,
I love.
It
Tintin.
was a good movie. I love that.
have you guys seen the
I'm glad you like that
whole
movie.
Tintin Yards? It's a rom-com with Tintin
The Longest Tintin.
and he golfs.
And the Rin Tin Tin
Rin Tin
and
Tin
Lassie.
Tin.
in
Rin
the-
Tin Tin Tin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ti-
There should be a crossover Rin Tin Tin and Tintin. Rin Tin 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 Tin.
Tintin
And
full
then
of
Ricky
water.
Ricky
down.
Ricky
Tiki
Tin Tin.
Tambo,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
have either of you guys...
exactly.
This is the Ramblecast.
This is out of left field, but have either of you guys seen that movie?
Can it be out of left field if we're already in left field?
Then it's out of right field.
Left field.
Well, it's out of the stadium. How about
I never really knew how to play soccer.
True. You kick it. You bend
Wait,
it like
I
Beckham.
guess it works if... I always thought it was a baseball reference.
It is.
It is.
And
That's the
but
joke.
it could work. But it could work.
There
for
is a
soccer.
field, and there is still left.
Yeah, and there's still
Yeah.
a ball.
But what were you going to bring us?
Watership Down. Have either of you guys seen that movie?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite books too. It's great.
Really?
Yeah.
It actually, you're like not
That's a
joking.
dark ass cartoon.
I was not a part of this, but before I came to this school, like my entire grade had seen that movie during school for some reason. They decided to show it.
Before you came
and they
to
were
what
all like when I was in
Middle school, high
fifth
school?
grade.
Okay.
Okay. And I remember like my first day of school, like everyone's referencing that movie because they saw it on like the last day of school.
Like
last
you're
year or
not
something
cool
like that.
because
Yeah, and I'm like, what is that
You
movie?
are from a small town,
And they're like,
so they had all summer, and then
no,
they
this
come
was
back
not
to school.
This was not a small town. This was in Cincinnati when I still lived
Oh,
there.
okay.
They couldn't
The kids are
fucking
still
shut up
talking
about
about the one movie.
Mouse
Well, it's
Guard.
because it was just like it was that impactful. Like they were that like, what the fuck are we watching? Like,
yeah, I definitely remember because we read like a snippet of it and watched the movie when I was in elementary school because you had those books with like half stories and to get you to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I remember being like,
Whoo.
holy shit.
Yeah.
And it was also like because it was it was like a children's book, but it was like
It was dark.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way
What
to
were you
like,
gonna say about it? Though?
Yeah.
that I don't know. I was just curious if you'd seen it because something
Yeah.
about what our ramblings reminded me of it. I guess I don't
Okay.
know. The movies like that, like kids movies that are dark as well. Like this wasn't like Lemony Snicket
Pan's
wasn't
Labyrinth?
that dark. Yes,
Yeah.
Pan's
Well,
Labyrinth.
that's rated R. That's not
stuff
a kid's-
like
Is it?
Yeah.
Dark Crystal. I've talked about this, like kids movies
Man.
that go over the line, that cross the line of
Yeah.
like fucked up or
It was more common.
always
It's got to be
scared the shit
animated,
out
or
of
it's
me.
got to be puppets, or it's got to be fantastical.
Did
Puppets
you guys
will get me
ever
every time.
see
Every time.
I love them.
that one Alice in Wonderland one
Yes.
with the dragon at the end?
It was like a for TV or something.
Yeah, and there
Yes.
was it got real dark at the end. Like a dragon crashes the tea party and just starts
Oh yeah,
killing
it was.
people.
It was. Yeah, I remember that. It was
Yeah.
like in the '90s or early
Yeah.
2000s. I had it on VHS. It was one of those movies
I
had
that you recorded off
taped
TV
on
Yeah.
CBS or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
And there was another one that was called Return to Oz.
Yeah, I know that one.
That's with what's her name from
yeah.
American History X.
And TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you know that movie because
Oh my God.
You ever seen that
oh
one?
No,
my
I
god,
There's these monsters called wheelers that they're like men on stilts, but all
they're
their
like the
limbs
flying
have a
monkeys.
wheel.
But yeah.
What?
And they like
It's-
race around and
Oh yeah, the flying monkeys.
Oh my god,
I could
it's
not.
the scariest and coolest fucking movie, dude.
Yeah.
Hair plug as fuck. Return to Oz.
The flying monkeys
And
Wizard of
Watership
Oz
Down.
did
Yep.
get me.
watch that.
Charles
No,
Webb.
don't watch any of these because they're besides Wizard
No,
of Oz.
Return to
Wizard of
Oz.
is great.
Is it
to
Return
Oz.
from Oz or Return to Oz?
Return to Oz.
Yeah.
Because
Return
the girl
from Oz
goes
is
What's
back.
her
like
name?
PTSD.
Feruza Bulk or whatever her name is.
I don't know.
The girl.
Feruza Bulk.
She's
What a
in
name.
The Craft and
God.
Oh, I know who you're
American
talking
History
about
X.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great fucking movie.
Wait, who was she in American History X?
The girlfriend. Edward Norton's girlfriend.
Do I even remember the girlfriend? I guess not. Shit.
You know her, dude. She's in all kinds of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of
Feruza Bulk.
like gap teeth.
There was also. Have either of you seen The Last Unicorn?
Oh,
yeah, you got that name right. Feruza Bulk.
Yep.
Feruza Bulk.
I think, yep. There's
Oh,
a-
I kind of remember her. Oh, nope. Yep.
You got the funny teeth, Waterboy.
Yep. Yeah, one
Now
of
the
them.
water boy. Yeah. That's what I definitely remember her from. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The water
Well,
boy.
so, any final statements about Lemony?
Okay, I'm going to
Hermione
say some of
Snicket?
my other notes. My favorite part in this movie was like actually when it was just like a brief moment of like terror was when like Jim Carrey like just got like foiled with when he tried to kill the kids on the railway.
Uh-huh.
And they're being taken away and he's like just the whatever his name is, Mr. Poe.
Yeah.
It's like you can say goodbye to the kids and he like kind of walks off and Jim Carrey like is sort of like in the car window and he's like, "Well, kids, it's been fun." And then he leans in and starts whispering to him, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." Like
Yeah.
I was like, "Holy shit!" That was the scariest part of the movie.
What
for
a
me.
missed opportunity, Jim Carrey as that Riddler. That shitty movie version of that Riddler.
What do you
Because
mean?
he can play some fucking menacing
Oh yeah, he
villain.
could
yeah,
be
yeah.
at the drop of a
Or-
hat.
Who directed that? Why
Ernest
was it
and,
so
like,
bad?
terrifying.
It was
How did it fail?
Joel Schumacher. That's why.
Shoemaker.
Oh.
A la The Lost Boys. Did I use Allah right? No,
Have
I
you
didn't.
guys seen The
Allah.
Lost
Allahu
Boys?
Akbar.
Allah, Lost
Have I
Boys.
seen The Lost Boys?
Yeah.
Fucking A, I've
Yeah,
seen The
Lost
Lost
Boys.
Boys.
Not that good.
It's a fun movie, though.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
It was scary and fucked up at the time.
Do you know?
I've heard
I
people
know
swear
some,
by it, but it's
I
like
know
doesn't
some
hold up to
trivia
me.
on The Lost Boys.
Oh?
It was supposed to be based on Peter Pan and the kids.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like they can
yeah,
fly
yeah.
and live forever, the vampires, and
Yeah.
the names are going to be the same.
That seems so obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the
it's-
name, The Lost Boys.
Yeah.
for
like
sure.
the two brothers, John and Michael, that are taken and
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
It's like when you find out the house is actually based on
Doc-
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes.
Doctor
yeah.
Who.
I was gonna say Doctor Who.
When you find that out, it changes
I said
your world.
Rugrats earlier, and it reminded me that I didn't know that Tommy Pickles was based on the Doctor from
What?
Doctor
Really?
Who. Because he
Why?
always has his screwdriver with him to
And
unlock
the scarf.
shit.
Does he wear
And
a
he's
scarf?
like he's kind of absent-minded and like the leader.
Yeah.
And
Shit, you're
there's-
right.
and I saw a screen cap. I read a thing about how this is, and there's an episode where they're in a toy store and there's fucking Daleks on the shelf as toys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so he was based on the Doctor.
That's cool.
Sometimes it's like actually intimidating how many like references there are in like movies that you like or TV shows that you like
Yeah.
to things that you know you should watch but maybe never have watched.
Well, that's one of those things. Like, I love finding that stuff out because you can like go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
like it's like
yeah.
with bands, you know, find out who inspired them.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then so
yeah.
on and so
And you'll
on.
find out different, That's the best way for, as long as people are honest about what inspires them. Like,
Yeah.
say a director, like, makes a movie a certain way and they just outright say, oh yeah, I was so inspired by this movie.
Quentin
and
Tarantino.
Exactly. But, like, there's other directors that will
Every-
never
all
say
of them.
that, and then...
Well, it's like J.J. Abrams.
Uh-huh.
It's blatant. That's like Super 8.
yeah.
Fucking blatant Steven Spielberg, like
Yeah.
just jerk off.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh
Like-
my god, that's like the whole reason I'm making movies is because of this
Yeah,
guy
but I
and
feel
this
like
movie.
I think that it's one of those things. When any kind of art that you're making, if you're like honest about where it's coming from, then
Yeah.
people will accept it more. If you like lie and be like, "Oh, I've never heard of that,"
Well, that's what I was about to say. Like some artists will say, like, "Oh, this is all me, baby." Like
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nothing's-
never.
You're a
it never
you're a
is.
fucking bullshit.
But it's
artist.
much braver to say, like, I'm going to do this in the style of one of my idols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hope it will live up to, like,
Yeah.
their standards of
Because then you're
filmmaking
actually
or-
you're actually putting the comparison right there for people to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can like actually comment on if it
or just paying
is good or not.
homage to something you like. You know?
That's true.
It's like
It's just like your work's
people
more
the
vulnerable
roses
if you actually do compare it
when
to
they
something
can still
good.
smell them.
Yeah.
It has more of like a shoot, like, something to live up to if you are yourself as the creator telling
Yeah.
you, I want it to be like this person's great work, and if it's
And it
not-
gives it some context too.
exactly yeah.
Yeah.
It's less subjective. It's more of like okay, I see what you wanted to achieve.
About that time
About that time.
About what time?
for the
Alright.
So,
I think we need more. There's got to be more. One more.
does there have to be more? Is one of those keys broken?
yeah, one is in like the middle somewhere.
It's the quiz.
No, it's the black key. This one.
I mean, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, does it not work?
Dead Note. Yep.
Oh.
Ooh, cool name for a superhero. Dead Note.
Oh, speaking of, Deadpool opens Suckin' Friday.
It does?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Oh.
It sounded like you said Suckin' Friday.
Suckin' Friday.
Suckin' Friday.
That's what I call it.
Yeah. Anyway, Michael's quiz.
All right, everyone.
Even though I won, but
Sophie's
I
choice.
had.
Sophie's choice.
I think I've said that before.
Yeah, you have. You
Schindler's
certainly have.
Fist.
I had a lot of movies in mind this week.
So we're watching them all.
So
No, but so it was a tough call.
okay.
So this film contains varying degrees of bad men, rarely a good man among them.
What?
Rarely a good man. Is that a riddle?
No, yeah, that's a riddle. He's like he chose bad men
Is John Goodman in
for
this?
a reason.
Yes.
I got it.
All right.
You already know what it is.
I don't know.
No, he just picked out John Goodman.
So that I
But
shouldn't have said
also
it out
that
loud.
clue is relevant to
Wow.
the story.
Speaking of the Riddler, jeez, you really.
I got
deep.
another one. I got another one here.
Oh, you're so proud of yourself.
Oh, brother,
All right.
where art thou?
No.
Ooh, good one.
The
Don't look at his notes. You
I
can
know, you gotta
Protagonist.
turn that.
Well, it's not like I'm going to tell you
Don't
these
no,
notes.
but he'll get him
anyways.
before me.
Yeah, don't let me see him.
I gotta keep
I
my.
agree
The
with
protagonist frequently finds himself in a prison, jail cell, or trap of his own creation.
John Goodman.
The Big Lebowski.
Is John Goodman the main character?
You can't answer that question.
Yeah, you
Too
can.
much.
I'm not going to answer it.
Okay, well that means yes.
Released in 1987, which which is also when
Holy shit.
The Running Man was released. And it's a comedy.
A jail
John
of his own making.
Goodman.
Or prison or whatever the fuck. Shit. It's a comedy. John Goodman. Does he have a sidekick? Or like a extra character?
He has his brother in the script. It's him and his brother.
Okay, him and his brother.
See no evil, hear no evil.
Nope.
That's from the 70s.
More clues?
Some of your guesses were the right directors.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Actually, 2 of your guesses.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
You guys have already named 2 movies by the directors of this movie.
So, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. No, I mean, that's not my guess, but like
1987.
Coen Brothers.
Yeah, Coen said it. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's the funniest movie they've ever done. And
They.
yeah, it's the Coen brothers.
Oh, yeah, I asked if it was, and you said no.
Oh.
You said
Is
no.
it,
What the fuck?
Oh, fucking, let's just list them off now.
Yeah.
Is it Barton Fink?
No.
Is it...
Fuck. It's,
Is it Fargo?
You said it at work. I fucking...
Is it
I know.
Miller's
Damn it.
Crossing?
No.
Oh, wow.
Has the word red in it.
1987.
No.
Damn it.
Wow, fuck us.
Give me my
Is it? I mean, it's okay if you guys don't get it.
Yeah, don't look it up, you dickbag.
Are you seriously looking it up?
we don't know it because we're just
Raising Arizona.
Oh, fucking idiots!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
That's fine.
I was
We're
trying
just
to
gonna
think of
keep
the
taking
title,
turns.
but I couldn't.
So you get to pick next week, Drew.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ah, man, I forgot that was Cohen's.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I haven't
So
seen
good.
that.
I remember you
movie
saying that
since-
was. I remember
good.
you saying that was your favorite Coen
It's-
Brothers.
I think that's one of my mom's favorite movies.
It's
I
great.
think-
You know, Edgar Wright says it's his favorite movie too.
Wow.
His favorite movie. period.
Vintage Nick
Wow.
Cage.
That was the other clue: prison, jail cell, or trap of his own creation.
Yeah.
Nick Cage characters.
God damn.
Well, his Nick Cage
Oh.
characters is often going back to prison in the movie
Oh my
too.
god,
Okay,
Michael,
okay.
you are
That
like
was pretty good with the
you're a
clues.
wordsmith. Today.
Oh.
Well,
That was a hearty guffaw.
I actually think I might buy this movie and just let you guys borrow
Okay.
it because I love it and I don't own it.
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
I'll steal it.
I like that actually because I haven't seen this and I'm sure
You never have?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I've heard
It's
of it
been a
plenty of
long
times.
time since I've seen
It's
it,
like one of
so-
those movies where you hear it and you're like, oh, I should totally watch that, but it's always like sort of
My
just in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
You never comes forward.
So my friend Max, he's a independent film director, and he also works at a video rental store, like the last independent one in the city.
In the whole goddamn world.
And they play movies constantly, but he's not allowed to watch them. They're like the TV is facing the.
I did notice that actually when I used to go to Blockbuster. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, what? They could like watch movies all
Because you
day,
could zone out on it.
but
Yeah.
they would have to like.
Yeah,
do
so
that,
he's like behind the
look up.
counter, and the TV's facing outward.
Yeah.
So he picks movies he knows really well. He says he watches Raising Arizona every shift at work at least once.
What?
Oh my god.
And he knows the whole movie.
That would
like,
kill it for
every
me,
single
though.
line.
Yeah.
That's why it's,
Every day at work, especially at work. Oh my god.
Once I start nitpicking movies, I'm like, nah, I don't like it anymore.
I don't think it's just
I mean,
that good.
that's a
It's
specific
just
kind of
very-
person.
I've done that for Lord of the Rings actually because I've
Yeah.
watched it so many times. I notice every like background mistake and like continuity error and like I don't know, but I still love it for that reason. I've watched it so many times, even though I notice all the mistakes. It's still like the best. movie I've ever
What
seen.
movies have we done this before? What movie do you think you've seen more than any other movie?
Lord of the Rings for sure.
Lord of the Rings.
I used to watch it.
That's
I
a
used to
good
come home
question.
every day after school for like 5 years and watch it all the way through.
I went through a kick when I was in like probably freshman in high school, where I was obsessed with all the Brat Pack movies,
Oh yeah.
and I tried to like memorize The Breakfast Club. I tried to like
Really?
like,
Yeah.
and I watched it so much that I could like
shit.
I think
Breakfast Club,
I think
really?
the goofier ones.
It's one of my favorite
have
movies.
held
I had
up.
the Breakfast Club poster in my room when I was in
I wouldn't
high
have guessed
school.
that for some reason.
I
don't know why.
fucking love that movie. I was obsessed. Like the '80s, I was like,
Yeah.
when I was in high
Yeah.
school, I
Yeah.
would get so into New Wave.
Yeah.
And like that '80s movie, Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
All of the fucking
Weird Science. Is
Weird
the one.
Science.
Yeah.
What's the director's name that did all those 16 Candles,
I don't know.
Breakfast Club.
Rob
Pretty in
Reiner.
Pink. No, you know his fucking name. He did Ferris Bueller too. They're all set in that town in Illinois, Shermer, Illinois.
Yeah. I can't.
John Hughes.
John Hughes.
John Hughes. I have heard of that.
Yeah,
Never mind.
of course. Yeah, he was like the king of like the teen movie.
Like the high school.
He also-
happenings.
They're all in the same place.
He directed
Or
Home
Shermer,
Alone.
Illinois, and Chicago, like suburbs and
I
stuff.
see. Yeah.
Oh, he
Alone,
wrote a lot of them too.
Yeah,
He did Home Alone. Wow.
yeah.
He's only directed 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Weird Science, Ferris Bueller's, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Great movie.
Only some of the best movies.
But
ever.
he's only done 8 movies ever. It's crazy.
And they're all like amazing.
Yeah,
Uncle
but
Buck,
like
Uncle fucking Buck.
the most recognizable like across the board. Like you could ask your parents.
Yeah.
Like some of these movies, like, oh, I love that movie.
It's like Rob
everyone-
Reiner or like Steven Spielberg.
there's something to
Everyone's
be,
seen
there's something to be
Ron
said for
Howard.
directing like one movie a year for 8 years and then just stopping.
Yeah.
Because fuck it.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
can't.
Tarantino was like, dude, this guy's got it, but he actually takes longer breaks.
Yeah.
Even though Tarantino
No, it's
has
I mean
only
it's
done 8
it's
movies.
people that like set themselves up and produce stuff first or like make money and then they're like, fuck it, I don't have to do this. I don't
Yeah.
want.
Well, I think one of my friends was saying that like a good part of being a director or like an actor too is knowing what scripts to pick and like having that actual.
and I
like,
think some people are really good at it.
Yeah.
while others-
Well,
like they're
have
not
a
just going to
team
get
of
handed
people
a
that's good at
script
it
and
for
do
them,
it.
too.
They're going to be like, okay, that's not worth doing.
Well,
It's not worth my
you
time.
reach a point in your career where you don't have to make money, or maybe you don't care.
Yeah.
Exactly,
That's art. I mean,
Yeah.
that's an artist. You know?
It's like Daniel Day-Lewis, you
Yeah.
know, like
He-
being super selective.
He knows
Sean Penn,
what to
dudes
pick.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I don't know how you ever reach that.
Because you're great.
I get that, but
it's a privilege by being.
And you
great.
I get that, but
Yeah.
it for them it didn't take a lot of like time to like maybe Daniel Day-Lewis, but
Sure it did.
there are actors that like get like movie roles and they do like one opportunity to shine. They fucking shine, and
Well,
then from there on they have their.
It's like that
choice.
Eminem song. You only what if you had one shot to make spaghetti?
on your mom's shirt.
How much spaghetti would you make?
I would make a lot of spaghetti.
How much would you make? You can only make one
I mean,
spaghetti.
I'm not a big fan.
Of
It's
spaghetti.
the hair
I can go without it.
club for movies.
Who are you?
Hair club for spaghetti.
I give spaghetti a hard Michael right there.
Do you like SpaghettiOs though? What about
Spaghettios are gross.
Those meatballs, I don't know what they're made of,
Spam.
but I love it.
We like
can you like SpaghettiOs and not spaghetti?
Cause it's hair
It doesn't even make
club
sense.
for movies.
That's like
Follow us on Twitter,
I guess.
Facebook,
Wait,
MySpace,
we were
Live
gonna-
Journal, all of it.
We were gonna show Drew the commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We can fade out on this.
Yeah,
if
we
you
can
want.
fade out on the intro or the
Ooh, I'm excited.
Monkey
Mountain Dew. Hair plug.
Puppy Baby.
hair plug for Mountain Dew.
Fuck yeah, you guys ever drink
Do we
Mountain
have
Dew?
to, I think we should, do we have to mute it?
Yes.
I think
no. The sound
We'll
matters.
just we'll watch it
actually.
and we'll
Yeah,
fade
but
out.
I don't know if, like, is this like copyright
Oh, Mountain
infringement?
Dew's coming after us.
We can cut. Like it doesn't matter.
We'll fade out. We'll do a
Yeah,
fade
we'll
out.
fade
Right
out.
now we're fading out.
Okay.
This is Andrew out.